result of her alleged sexual encounter with Carter, she claims that she was infected with HPV, a sexually transmitted infection known to cause health problems such as genital warts and cervical cancer. According to her, in the fall of 2001, she noticed that she had developed genital warts. That's disgusting. Ew. Can you imagine? That's disgusting. You're nasty. Shannon, I think you should do a meet and greet.
No, thank you. That would be nasty.
Yeah, don't get your nasty shit all over me. She's a gross person. What a gross
Page 17, I just found out something new about Shannon.
What?
Describe in detail. And I've gotten to the point where we're in Shannon's deposition. Describe in detail the events and circumstances leading up to you losing legal custody of your child. I will not say her name.
Oh.
She's a fucking junkie on top of it?
I don't know about that. They didn't say anything about her being a junkie, just certain things.
You gotta be a junkie in order to lose your kid.
No, you don't. You just have to be a shitty parent these days.
Or usually a junkie. It's usually hard to prove unless you're a junkie.
And she lost custody in the state of Utah. Just a heads up. Yeah, you can keep going.
Did I know that she lost her kid?
I did.
Look at this. Got one 25 minutes away from me in jail. Right? She's in jail. The other one's a fucking lunatic running around. How many miles away? Moved to Nick Carter's town. Knows where he lives. Knows everything.
My name is Jay.
Everything. Oh.
And I'm 39 years
Guys
old.
are batting 1,000. I can't believe
And
you
the
guys
last
did this.
21 years have been filled with pain, confusion,
You just kept going.
frustration,
Oh my god.
shame,
Dude,
and so
as much stress as this is
that are
bringing,
direct result
I didn't
of
do
Nick
it
Carter
wrong.
taking me.
They gotta be losing their ever-loving minds. They have to.
Even though I'm autistic and live with
You know,
cerebral
Melissa,
palsy, I believe that nothing has affected me more or had a more lasting impact on my life than what Nick Carter did.
I pegged you from the very beginning. I had you pegged. I knew it. I knew it. Mike's losing his mind over that.
You see how she stopped?
Alright, so
She turned them water,
So Ellen,
that water
would you
fountain
be able
off,
to back up your story?
whispered to her lawyer to get her something, and then went right back to that same act.
Washington Clinic. Yes, Eleanor, however, testifies that the exact opposite way and did not corroborate Shannon's tall tale in any aspect. Specifically, Eleanor testified that Ruth did not call her in the fall of 2001, and tell her that she had developed genital warts after being alleged sexual encounter with Carter.
She's displaying reaching,
Oh my God,
you know,
can you
in the
imagine
FBI profiling.
Oh my Lord.
That when looking up and to the left or looking up and to the right is you're looking, you're reaching, you're actually searching for an answer.
Not drive
After he raped
to
me,
a clinic in Washington State to have her genital warts.
I
Exactly.
remember him calling me a retarded bitch.
This woman cannot even prove she claims to have autism,
Testifies that she has never been to a doctor,
and her
Shannon
best friends
did
never
not
even knew that she had
accompany her to
autism.
any clinic where a doctor diagnosed her
This is
with
what's
genital
coming out
warts.
now.
When questioned about whether she had been tested for HPV more than once, with the results coming back
And grabbing
negative,
me and leaving
Ruth
bruises on my
testified,
arm.
I don't know.
There was no bruise on his arm,
Confirms
on her
that
arm.
while
This is
Ruth
coming out
was
now.
living in Hurricane, Utah. Oh shit, that explains a lot. She was seen by Family Healthcare starting in 2017 and tested negative for HPV.
I'd also like to say
She failed to
that
produce
Carter,
any medical records.
She wanted to
confirming
stop
she
in the middle
ever
of
been
everybody
diagnosed with
watching her.
HPV. Oh my God.
She needed to stop and whisper into her lawyer's ear, "Could you get me a tissue?" Then she does that little dap with it.
Ruth's unsupported
Is
claims
it that bad?
she has autism and
They're trying to
cerebral
scare me into
palsy.
silence by saying no one would believe me if I told what happened. He was nasty and threatening,
At the time of the
saying I would go to
concert,
jail
Ruth
if I
claims
told.
that she has been diagnosed
He also
with
said he turned
and
people
was
against
suffering
me
from autism
because he was
and
Nick Carter and he had the power to
cerebral
wreck my life.
palsy. The reality is that those closest
See, we're not looking at a rape victim here.
testified that they never knew she had autism.
You know, so don't get at me.
or cerebral palsy,
Because we are not looking at a rape victim here.
Oh my God.
We're looking at a woman that's made up a story against an entertainer to try and cash in on his success. She even offered people to testify the way she wanted them to, and they would get some money too.
Yeah, there you go. They thought
After my
that
assault,
Nick
I
was
started
just
cutting
going to take
myself.
it sitting down. That his beastly
Tried making
wife
me-
was just going to take it sitting down. No,
I felt like I had nowhere to turn.
no. I met Lauren.
No way to express my emotions.
When I met her, I said, holy shit,
Except by hurting myself.
you're a
One of her
fucking
best
tall
friends that was
bitch,
actually
right?
there at the concert with her did not even
She
know
is tall,
until this was supposed to have happened in 2001.
very beautiful, but
Her one of her best friends said she'd never heard of anything like that until 2020 when she started talking about this. Wanted to cash in with Melissa Schumann.
Melania and Donald.
And I truly believe that if I
all
told
like
anyone,
that. And they're gonna
I'd
have
go to
super
jail.
tall children. Those
I'm
people,
still
kids they
struggling
got,
with that.
they're gonna be gargantuan tall.
because it just kind of hangs in the back of my
Oh
mind.
my God. That's
Not only do I struggle with self-harm because of what happened to me,
Oh my God.
but I also have self-esteem issues and
Oh my
self-doubt.
God. Can you imagine what the other Backstreet Boys must be?
And no
thinking of
offense
this
to
shit?
redheads or no offense to anyone
I'm
out there,
telling you at least one of them
but the
punching
real
the wall.
reality of it is Nick Carter
Oh my
was a
God.
superstar at the
I mean,
time.
this is like abuse.
Every young girl
Right? I mean, this is abuse.
and older women wanted
One
him.
question
He had his
about whether
choice.
She had been tested for HPV more than once.
Why would he
with results
risk
coming back
everything?
negative. Who testified? Well, I don't know.
For the looks of plain Jane
All right,
here.
I can say a
No
lot of
offense.
mean things.
I've struggled with blaming myself.
I would like to say a lot of mean things, but if I'm going to say them,
I'm sure that there's
I'm
many
gonna
men
say
that
them
this
to your
woman
face.
is beautiful to and desirable to
The evidence confirms
But
that while
none
Ruth was living in Hurricane, Utah,
would want to
she was
risk their
seen by
livelihood,
family health
especially
care starting in
a
2017.
world-famous rock star.
Negative. Wow. Question. So it's your testimony that during your best friendship with
Because
Shannon
I got
Ruth
on the
in
bus with Nick.
2002, you never knew that she
No
had
one got on
autism?
the bus with Nick. His
Answer.
security,
No, that's correct.
his security said that they did a quick out at the Tacoma Dome, which means that the band, they handed him a robe, a towel, they threw him on the bus, and they got out. There was no autograph line that this woman says that she's waited in an autograph line, and that's where Nick did this at, that he put her on the bus. This is his security. They testified there was no way a fan would be on a bus alone with him, and there was no autograph line that night.
And as a result, I now need to trust issues.
Shannon's statements that she suffered from autism cerebral palsy at the time to be
Look,
false.
she's looking for direction from this lawyer.
God,
This is an act that she's putting on.
She had, dude, what would you do if
My
you saw
motivation
me
for
out
coming forward today
Yeah,
and
Tom
filing this
Cruise.
lawsuit is to
Tom
stop Nick Carter
Cruise
from
is my
assaulting
favorite.
more teens
What
and
would you guys
You
say?
waited 20 years?
I accidentally walked into the same bathroom where he was at a urinal,
Look at her body
and
language.
he ran up to me, grabbed me by the back of the neck, and said, "Bitch, suck my
Watch
dick,
her
you
body
fat
language
bitch,
the
or
whole
else I'll
time."
record a fucking voice." So I did it. I don't recall how I did it, but I know that I was by that urinal and he forced me. And I didn't tell anybody. And then he called me a retarded. I can't.
You're
I'm
right.
not trying to make a joke of this.
No, it's a joke of what he said. Yeah, we know, Marissa.
You would know. What would you do? Inside you number 2, you would know. You would be like, Marissa, are you fucking serious? My mother would rip my fucking head off.
I get him,
And
Marissa.
she knew I was doing that to to somebody. In fact,
But I'm watching this
Scott
girl's
Baio,
body language.
his accuser, the mother before she died, was very mad at her daughter for what she did to Scott Baio. Yeah. 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 That's a fact. Ask the Bayos. Ask the Bayos.
Have you sent all this to the Mayos yet?
I haven't sent it to them. Let me see if I saw. Text it to me.
The body language.
Jennifer, thank you so much for the cash app. I really appreciate it. Okay, I'll be there. Okay. All right, we good.
It's just their body.
Bryan, that's why he turned on them. Faking a disability will get her disowned from everyone. That's why he turned on them.
I'm talking about.
No, we have James Hartline's confession. We have the confession in writing that he put on his own blog. You're not going to believe what he said about me and the rest of the girls.
Yeah.
He said that her father, Melissa's father, told him that we were giving death threats so bad that Melissa had to get a bomb squad to evacuate her whole block. No one ever threatened her. I never threatened her. Ever. She can't prove that I ever threatened her because I never did. And now what's turning up is fake tweets. But they're not from me. It's not from me or anything like that. But yeah, when you guys see, you know what? BryanSt.John, I'm going to give you, let me give him the court. BryanSt.John, when I get off of here, I'm going to give you the video of
Good.
me and Melissa Schumann in court. Or should I just wait on that?
No, I want it. I want it. Send it.
How funny is that? This is
Send
out
it.
of control.
Send it.
Cinnamon, cerebral palsy does not get missed. You see the tremors. You see the muscle suffering in the hands and feet. There's many signs, and the lung failure is the next step, and then the lung transfer. You want to see it? Brian's like, you better send it to me. I would think you were coming clean. You make me laugh enough to buy a membership. I don't have a membership. Can you join my Patreon, please? I would love it if you join my Patreon. I would love it. That would be amazing if you join my Patreon. And remember, I have a tip jar.
Don't be scared.
I did fucking earn it.
Get him.
6 years, I fucking
Get him, Marissa.
made shit on this fucking. I don't even make money on this fucking story. I lose friggin' people drop. They don't want to hear this. But this is the thing. If you think that you're gonna cover this story, you need to have the facts.
That's
if
right.
You're gonna make a documentary and you're gonna produce something, you need to have the facts.
Get him.
This is just one girl. This is Shannon.
They ain't even got to Schumann yet.
This is the girl that came out and made a dent. Because remember, the original Melissa Schumann Henschel is the one that came out and nobody believed her. She had thousands of people across the world saying Melissa Schumann is a fucking liar. She's a liar. She's a liar. And you want to know something? Who was blamed? Me.
Yep.
Have you always been this pretty? No, I haven't. I've had lots of plastic surgery. And I think I
Gotta love her.
I'm not gonna lie.
She's got weapons of mass destruction. Those aren't tits.
Thank you. Hold on. At a press conference, Shannon, claims that the emotional trauma. You know what I'm gonna do? Hold on 1 second. Just hold on 1 second. Let's watch it. For those of you who haven't seen this,
Go for it.
you're gonna watch what she's claiming. Nick Carter accused, no don't want to see a short. I want to see the whole fucking. Here we go. This is what we're gonna do. This is how we're gonna do it. I'm gonna speed it up just a little bit because no, actually I'm not. Wait till you see this fucking lawyer, okay? So imagine me, picture me, Hershey, what, 2021? Is it? Or 22? When this shit came, God only freaking knows. I'm sitting here, donuts, talking about probably some fucked up junkie mother, and they're like, Marissa, you need to see this. I'm like, what? They're like, Marissa, you need to stop everything. What? What's the matter? They go, Nick Carter's got a new accuser. I said, oh God, Marathon Girl, that bitch is fucking old news. Get the fuck out of here. She was down there with Aaron Carter and hooking up with Aaron and all his friends. Get out of here. Like,
Rest in peace.
It's a press conference. I thought this was parody mainly because of the lawyer. The lawyer doesn't speak like a real, he doesn't really conduct himself, I'm going to say.
Come on, Marissa.
As far as, he doesn't say anything like allegedly. I mean, he was like really fucked up. Like, I'm like, wait, what? So, literally, everyone was in the chat saying, Marissa, you need to fucking watch this. So I click on it, and I'm like, my eyes are rolling in the back of my head. I haven't talked. I don't care about this story. It's been 2 years. And this is literally weeks after Aaron died. Aaron Carter
Rest
is
in
the
peace.
biggest threat. That is a fact. Aaron Carter, thank you so much for saving us 2 years of this fucking bullshit. Now we've been dealing with another fucking 2 years of this fucking bullshit with this girl now.
Nah,
So this
I don't
is
know.
what we watched. You guys are gonna die. This is who we're talking about. So if you haven't seen it, this is it.
Oh, not bad. He was.
All right. Am I sharing this?
Yep.
All right, this is it. Okay, let's fucking.
Rough to say the least. After the rape, Shay threatened to tell people what had happened. He grabbed and bruised her arm and screamed at her, calling her, and I quote, a retarded little bitch. While scornfully
Ridiculous.
saying that no one would ever believe in her. He told Shay that she would go to jail if she said anything, because he's Nick Carter and he can do that. To make Shay's trauma even worse, Carter infected her with the sexually transmitted infection HPV.
The fuck out of
That
here.
is significant because during our investigation, we spoke with other women that Carter also sexually assaulted and infected with HPV. He's spreading a sexually transmitted infection that can cause vaginal warts and even cancer.
I know,
These
right?
women's stories are remarkably
Exactly.
similar. They were all virgins when they were sexually assaulted by Carter, and they were all infected with HPV. We're hoping that anyone else who has been sexually assaulted by Carter will call or email us. We want to hear your story. We also want anyone who has evidence and shit.
He just said. Did you hear what he just said? He claimed that they were all virgins. Ashley Johnson was already. She was already down in Key West. When Aaron told me in the first conversation, he recorded it. I swear to God, you guys might see it. They might release it. I said, tell me about this marathon girl. And he goes, oh, something like that. He goes, she was there with me. She was hooking up with me and my friends. Then Nick came down.
Yep.
So that girl was a hoe. And she was lying about her age. That girl's she's another one. Oh shit. They're all batshit wild. All of them. All of them are just batshit wild. You think the people
Rest in
that we
peace,
deal with
Aaron.
talking about on social media, dude, these girls are a whole other fucking level. Like they're going into courts and like lying to judges.
Yep.
They are literally having all of these lawyers work for them on a contingency.
Yep.
And these lawyers are probably like, oh my God.
Yeah, because all this.
Because they gotta shell out the money for these fucking broke bitches. And they're praying that Carter is just gonna say,
Blue Diamond in the chat says Nick Carter is trash.
He's like,
She got it.
fuck you, I'm no rapist. Fuck you.
How did you get
You
that?
know what? And you too.
Yeah, good. Blue Diamond.
Bye. You don't get to stay here. You don't get to say that Nick Carter's trash. I don't believe he's trash. I think you are trash, sweetheart. Anyone that wants to call Nick Carter trash, I think you're the trash. Nobody walks around calling other people trash unless they are fucking trash themselves for absolutely no fucking reason. We are showing you the proof that this girl's lying.
She is lying.
This is my point, and this is why I'm sitting here and I'm yelling.
Get it, Mom.
It's because all these people want to take whatever's thrown out there as an accusation, and it ruins people's lives. But guess what? I wouldn't be shouting here if it was Bryan that was accused. Or Kevin.
I didn't do it.
Howie, I have stuck up for him because something did almost happen to Howie, and that was fucked up because it wasn't true. But I wouldn't know. If it was Bryan.
I didn't
or
do
if
it.
It was Kevin. I wouldn't be sitting here because I never got close to Bryan. I never got close to Kevin.
Yeah. Now Nick Carter.
Listen to this guy.
Yeah, she knew Nick Carter.
And stand with her, because Nick Carter has a long history of abusing women, and the entertainment industry has enabled his criminal behavior by looking the other way.
These people are lying.
Shame on you for putting money and profit
It's disgusting.
ahead of the safety of these women. Shame on you for victim shaming, bullying, and re-traumatizing these victims.
They're not victims. None of this has been proven.
Excuse you? We actually did extensive
research.
Many people that it wasn't just by the way, it wasn't just the His Side 2 girls that were doing these little independent investigations. Turns out there was like 3 different ones.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, like we weren't the only ones. After I saw this, I went back to the His Side 2 girl, reopened it, and said, "Yo,
what the fuck?
I haven't seen you guys in like 2 years. Hope you're all doing well. I know you guys all got married and had children and shit like this. But while I was, talking about other cases, did we ever hear about this Shannon person?" And they said, "Marissa, It was only one little message. And it's in our group. She sent a message saying, I feel bad. Nick Carter didn't hurt me like he hurt the other girls. He just bullied and was mean to me."
Oh,
What?
God.
Bullied you? I don't know where that came from. So I was like,
Why does Nick Carter got to bully anybody?
But no, she was being groomed by the streamers.
Celebrity to assault and rape a woman. Once an R&B superstar, R. Kelly, was sentenced in June to 30 years in prison for using his celebrity status.
Isn't that because R. Kelly was guilty? He was guilty.
Last month, film producer Paul Haggis was found liable in civil trial for raping publicist.
Well, we're not talking about those other cases, though.
To pay her $7.5 million
that
damages
has nothing to do with the evidence and facts in this case.
Okay, what? Okay. So, this isn't about Paul Haggis. This isn't about R. Kelly. So why are you comparing, counselor?
That's right.
I would love to go head to head with this motherfucker. I would love to go head to head with this motherfucker.
He's doing his job.
I would be like, dude, step down.
He's hoping for the
You're
payout.
not gonna win.
Yeah.
Excuse me, counselor, you are losing.
We'll look into these cases and other high-profile cases, and you'll hear the perpetrators offering the same tired excuses ad nauseum.
So that would be she got the way she's acting from those other cases. Then
you know what, counselor? I hope this never happens to you, because this could happen to you someday.
Look at it.
No idea what this is about.
I hope you don't have sons.
Oh yeah.
That's hogwash.
Hogwash.
I'll tell you a little bit about my client Shay. Shay grew up in a strict religious household.
Yeah, just like the other one, right?
And is on the autism spectrum. So it's
There's no
particularly
proof of
right
her
she
being
is
on the
every day.
spectrum. Even her
She
best
also
friends
has a
didn't know
mild
it.
case of cerebral palsy. Now, according to disabilityjustice.org, 83% of women with disabilities will be sexually assaulted during their lifetimes, and just 3% of those assaults will be reported.
A lot of women.
It's also estimated that half of those women have been sexually assaulted more than 10 times. Being sexually assaulted takes a big toll on victims.
That reminds me of that case in
But
Arizona
Shay
at
is
the House of
determined to
the
bring
Health
Carter
Care
to
where the
justice.
patient had been there
She
26
fully
years and
understands that
had a
Carter's
baby.
team, and even some of his fans will harass her every opportunity they get.
Because she's lying.
By the way, with everyone with their harass, we didn't even know who the hell she was.
That's right.
I got a message.
She came out of the fucking
Marissa,
womb.
have
Yeah.
you and the Hinside two girls ever harassed Shannon Ruth? I was like
No.
offended by it. I was like,
Wait till we do it to accuse us, right?
They were doing it right when they were starting their little documentary. Did you ever? I was like, I never heard of her. So, all of a sudden, none of us knew that this girl even existed. And she's already talking about how she was harassed. That was a bit of an anomaly to me. I was like, what the fuck?
She came out of the
And
womb.
I stood straight up and I said, listen.
Now, we got harassed by Heartline and Melissa Schuman's dad.
I wish things could have been done better. I wish that I only would have made one video and then just left it at that.
One and done.
The crying's coming, don't worry. And it's kind of disgusting because she's got boogies and snot everywhere. She's disgusting.
But she believes it's worth it to protect other women.
But watch this.
Now I'd like to give Shay an opportunity.
Now watch the way that
her
this
story
woman
to
is acting when she
So
gets
just
up.
remember, out of all the thousands of women that want to hook up with Nick Carter, he pointed and see, I
Yep.
didn't even know that she claimed that he pointed her out in the line.
Yeah, but there was even no,
He did it.
there was no autograph line.
Oh my god!
Nope.
I didn't know that.
Now watch this acting.
I'm saying I had no idea this is news to me.
This is acting, you guys. God bless her, though.
My name is Shay, and I'm 39 years old.
Watch this.
And the last 21 years have been filled with pain, confusion, frustration, shame, and self-harm that are a direct result of Nick Carter raping me.
Watch this.
Even though I'm autistic and live with cerebral palsy, I believe that nothing has affected me more.
She was the perfect target. She looks a mess. And you know what? I just found out, I don't know if it's true, a rumor, was it in the legal docs that Melissa Schuman paid for this dress and paid for this girl to get her hair done? In the documentary that's coming out?
I don't know about that. I know that she paid for,
Then her hair doesn't look done.
I forget what it is. She paid for something. And I don't,
Guilty much?
I don't know if it's for the documentary.
Look at the hair. She's making her look like she's 9.
There's no makeup on her.
That's not what idea.
Plain Jane.
Or had a more lasting impact on my life.
You know what, Shay? I'm gonna be you for Halloween. You
No.
fucking
Oh, shit. You almost did it. You almost did it, Marissa. Watch this. See? Now,
After he raped me,
how'd she stop like that and then go right back into it? And then she wanted to stop in the middle of a press conference for a napkin.
and grabbing
Now watch what she does with it when he comes back.
No. If he would have grabbed you, the bruises wouldn't have started showing until way later.
Yeah.
They don't. Someone doesn't just grab you. You get a little swollen.
Yeah. Maybe 12, 14
Your body's
hours.
going through adrenaline. Someone's. I mean, that's what I know.
Probably 12,
I mean,
14
you guys
hours.
can argue with me, but I don't. This is fucked up. And the thing is this lawyer should know better. When you are a lawyer, you are much smarter than I am.
Watch what she does with this napkin.
This is a complete shakedown.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot believe this guy is doing this.
I'd also like to
That's
say
it.
that Carter
One
tried to
little
scare me to
wipe.
silence by saying no one would believe me if I told
And
what
I don't
happened.
believe she picks it up again.
He was nasty and threatening, saying I would go to jail if I told. He also said he'd turn people against me because he was Nick Carter and he had the power to wreck my life.
Oh, come on, man.
Nick Carter would never say something like that.
The fuck out of here.
He's a teddy bear. I can't even imagine. Listen, Aaron, oh my God.
Aaron might say some shit like that.
I can't.
Oh, yeah.
After my assault, I started cutting myself.
Shop Fire Mountain Gems.
No.
Oh, hold on. We gotta,
For all your beauty
Get the
and
commercial out of there.
jewelry making needs.
they gotta make their money. Listen, they gotta make their money, right? Right?
They hope you won't notice. CEOs sneak around, downsize favorite brands, charging more.
I hate when that happens.
Hide my pain. I
Okay.
felt like I had nowhere to turn. No.
Oh, so you were into Melissa Schumann? Oh, that's yeah. I had nowhere to turn. So I ran to Charlie Sheen.
Yeah,
for
that-
the answers.
that's right. He is a freaking rock star from Mars.
No way to express my emotions. Pain.
He's about winning and tiger blood.
Hurting myself. And I truly believe that if I told anyone, I would go to jail. I'm still struggling with that.
I'm trying to get you in jail, bitch. Yeah.
Woo!
It's real. You better fucking tell the truth.
Yep.
Dude, your life is never going to be the same again after this, dude.
That's right. I hope he
Your life will
ruins
never be
her.
the same.
She's not gonna be able to
That's
work
the consequence.
anywhere
You took- you
because she's a
gambled.
liar.
This
She.
is a gamble, people.
That's right.
You gambled.
You can't play with people's lives that way.
Because it just kind of hangs in the back of my mind.
That's
Not
right.
only do I struggle with self-harm because of what happened to me, but I also have self-esteem issues and self-doubt.
No way. Poor thing.
I've struggled with blaming myself
This is not a victim, y'all.
because I got on the bus with Nick.
She did not get on that bus with Nick.
And as a result, I now have major trust issues.
You got trust issues? So, but you're friends with the Schumans? Gotcha. If Aaron Carter called the Schumans demons, and he recorded that conversation.
I know.
The first conversation.
I know
Right
personally.
He said they're demons. I didn't argue with them. I
No.
don't know them.
Her
I
dad,
don't know them.
Jared
I tried to
Schumann.
reach out, one and done.
Nope.
That's
She
it.
snapped at me, too.
Nope. I didn't do it more than once.
Melissa
Yes,
Schumann
yes,
snapped
she's
right
sorry.
at me, and I didn't. And that was just because I was friends with you, Marissa. She knew who you were.
My motivation for coming forward today and filing this lawsuit is to stop Nick Carter from assaulting more teens
20
and
fucking
women.
years later.
Okay. I want you to hold on to this right here. She just said, my motivation for coming out is to stop
I know what she's gonna say. I know what
and
she's
help
gonna
women,
say.
blah, blah, blah. But you're going to hear at the end, the attorney says, no, this is a civil trial. This isn't, watch.
I know now that I wasn't the only woman that Nick Carter did this to. I hope that by coming forward today, many other women will find the courage to also come forward and hold Nick Carter accountable.
He was nothing but nice to me.
Seems nice.
I need an answer.
They got a movie out there getting ready to be produced that they accuse Nick Carter of having Aaron killed.
Survivors to understand that even though it's scary to come forward, now's the time for us to stand together. So please, come forward and stand with
Yep,
me.
I see a little violin.
You're not
They are always recruiting, Who remembers when I was watching this?
Yep, they are.
Oh, yeah, I said I know exactly who's behind
And they're
this.
recruiting, and they'll probably get one or two more.
Because Nick Carter is a celebrity does not mean that he's excused from his crimes. No celebrity is above the law.
Now shut up. No,
Get him, Merle.
Melissa's above the law.
That's right.
I don't want Tony Bass to testify. I don't want cameras in the courtroom.
Well,
I make the rules.
it's too late to be putting lipstick on. You're not going anywhere.
A restraining order against Molly Golightly. I asked for one. We even planted a lawyer here, and Molly gets to show up and represent herself, and she wins when I have an attorney. Oh my God! Why does Molly Golightly always put a blip in her pen? What the fuck? She's way too smart. No, I'm not that smart. I'm not.
No, because if you go in the court with the truth, I've served as my own attorney.
My work. Oh my God. Oh, the Lord Jesus Christ, use me as your vessel. My Lord, I don't get shit. I don't make any fucking money off this. It doesn't help my mental fucking anything. I don't gain followers.
Nope.
Nothing. I get nothing out of it but fucking headaches. Oh, but Molly Golightly's, she's threatening me. Threatening me what? Called you a liar.
You'll be back there making a shitload of money again.
That's it. I'm calling you a liar too, Shannon.
Carter took away my childhood and innocence, but he cannot and will not take away my strength or my truth.
Yep. We tug.
I'm a survivor and always will be.
Jesus Christ.
Judy, can I? So,
most people have no clue.
Paying the bill.
Written by Melissa Schumann.
23, the best way to
Anywho.
make money on Amazon is not with physical products.
I'm gonna shut it down.
Listen to this, please.
Well,
This
okay.
thing is a fucking whack job, okay? Listen to this.
Hamilton from Child U.S. Theory.
Let's see this whack job.
and a professor at the University of Pennsylvania.
Okay. Being that I live in Hershey, Pennsylvania, I guarantee.
Oh,
Because
shit.
if you're a woman, my son will never even apply to the University of Pennsylvania because, woman, you are fucking scary.
Yep.
You are fucking scary. She's like a fucking Biden supporter.
Oh shit.
Shay came to me 3 years ago, and she didn't know what to do. She's so smart. Come here, Shay.
And she means that too. And they can
She's
afford to put him in
so
any
smart. She's one of the
university
best
they want,
writers
probably.
I've ever met. And she's a painter. And she came to me because she wanted a...
I can't believe she's like, oh, yeah. She's also a mother that lost her kid. Let's get to the good stuff. Because these little accolades or these whatever, her resume.
Tell the truth, right?
Ain't so hot, sweetheart.
Let's do it.
I'll call you out too. I'll tell you about yourself. I'm not gonna go right. That's what I'm gonna do.
Let me tell you about yourself.
And with all of her challenges and the cruelty to her, she insisted on coming forward. And one of the things we say at Child USA is that if you're not ready, don't rush in.
Jesus.
But she again and
20
again
fucking
said,
years.
I'm ready to do this, and she has done it. Today, she is making history. Typically, victims of child sex abuse and rape don't come forward for decades. That's the kind of research that we do at Child USA. The psychological and physical manifestations of the shame.
And I believe that some there are.
Insult to all victims.
Well,
Step away.
She may have helped a few
Stand
victims.
between them and justice. The other barrier between them and justice are the statutes of limitations. Thank God the statute of limitations are open and are creating an opportunity for her
Civilly.
to get justice because
Money.
she deserves it,
Money.
but to bring Carter to account.
Only civilly.
Nick Carter has operated as though he is immune from the law. None of these perpetrators are. Not the priests, not the celebrities, not the gymnasts. These are, in fact, the
Did she just say the gymnast?
Yes. I don't know.
people that are changing the world.
I don't know about the gymnast. She brought up the priests. So now she's comparing Nick to
That doctor.
the priest. She's already
The
been
doctor,
compared
the
to
sports
Weinstein,
medicine doctor. What was it? It starts with the
Kelly.
N.
This poor fucking guy, man. Oh my
The
God.
doctor that
I wanna know what
was
Nick's
molesting
cash
these
app is. I
kids.
feel
That's who
bad.
she's talking about.
We should have a GoFundMe. We should have a GoFundMe for Nick's legal
It was this
fucking
sports
shit.
medicine doctor that was molesting all the gymnasts. The kids. Dr. Norville? Is that Norville? Is that right?
World for the epidemic of child sex abuse. Shay, is changing the world because she is.
Yeah. You want to know something? Changing the world, yeah.
You want to know something?
Movement is pretty significant. And the thing is you never know. This crazy bitch right here, this crazy old bitch, she probably doesn't even know. But the thing is, she's a professor. She should be smarter than me. She should be smarter than me, right? Because I'm in no way a professor.
Nope.
I'm not an attorney either. But I know that she's a liar.
She's a liar.
How do they not know? Or are they in on it
All right.
as well? Are they in on it as well?
I'll clip more later.
So they want Nick Carter's money?
Disabled
They're not getting it.
in a way that makes it hard for her to operate in this space. She is someone who suffers from autism and has her entire life. She's someone who has cerebral palsy.
There's no
and
proof.
other health issues.
There's no proof of the autism or the cerebral
All right,
palsy.
you said the cerebral palsy about 18 fucking times.
And there's no proof of it. Her best friends are saying that they never knew it.
This mega celebrity.
No, don't you remember
I see.
Dr. Oz, the guy that ran for governor?
Yeah, my wife's got
Or
cerebral
senator
palsy.
or some shit of Pennsylvania? You should know.
You can definitely
Melissa
tell.
Schumann, you interviewed her. You interviewed Shade, Melissa, and her father when her father was blowing his
I'm
fucking
clicking
eyeballs
this down
out.
at 45.
Yeah, we know.
Is a lot. And so I'd like to ask everybody to make this Shay's day. This is about Shay. She deserves it. She's a good soul.
She's just making
And-
accusations.
You wanna know something? Lady, I've done a lot of good fucking things for people, for real victims, for real families, for children, for charities. And not once have I ever fucking came
1 minute.
and had the balls to say, I deserve it. Woman, you fucking scare me. You need to stay away from fucking victims. And I'm saying it right now.
45.
I'm making jokes.
So let me just close by saying this. For every survivor that's out there that's come forward already, thank you. Of every perpetrator, of everyone who has been put
30
through
seconds.
this. But I want to say to Shay, you're special. And this will change the world. A woman with autism
15.
who struggled her whole life.
So bad.
No proof of
Raped
autism.
by a celebrity. Guess what?
No proof of any of it. Matter of fact, the evidence is against her.
I want to thank you for your
Can't wait till
inspiring
he exposes this woman for who she is.